Greetings everyone, and welcome to my second Star Trek Online's Grand Event review for 2021, where we will be covering my top 10 promo Infinity Lockbox ships. But before we proceed, please don't forget, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button and give us a like as well, because as always that does make our day. Now, given we are well over halfway through this year's event, I thought it would be a good idea to bring you my personal favourites from the promo Infinity Lockbox ship selection to help you with your selection. Now, before we proceed, let's just familiarise ourselves with this year's Grand Event awards. Option 1. Any Infinity Promo or Infinity Lockbox T6 ship. This ship is just available once per account unlock for a single ship only. Contents only include premium ships that were released before December the 31st, 2020. Starships released after that date will not be included as an option. Option 2. You can acquire 1,500 Lobby crystals once per account, whereupon you'll be able to go pick your own ship. Option 3. You can acquire 2 100% off coupons for tier 6 ships in the Zen store, once per account. So, before we go on to my top 10 Infinity promo ships, I thought it would be a good idea to just mention a few ships that just missed out on my top 10 list, as you may find these also interesting. Up first we have the Borg Juggernaut. At level 65 we have a hull of 60,750, hull modifier of 1.35 with a shield modifier of 1.45. This ship also has the bonus power of plus 10 to weapons power and plus 10 to shield power, has 5 weapons to the front and 3 weapons to the rear. The consoles consists of 5 tactical, 4 engineering and 2 science. This ship is big, it's intimidating, but it is slow, and if you're wanting a fast paced game, then this is not the ship for you. And next up is the Qui-Gon Pilot Frigate, and let's hope I've pronounced the name correctly. This is a tier 6 ship which at level 65 has a hull of 51,750. It has a hull modifier of 1.15, shield modifier of 0.8 and a turn rate of 18, and she does turn, I can assure you of that. She has a bonus power of plus 10 to weapons power and plus 10 to engine power, with 5 weapons to the front and 3 weapons to the rear. Her consoles consists of 4 tactical, 4 engineering and 3 science, which makes it a reasonably balanced ship. Her abilities include morph reversal, radar flanking and a battle cloak, amongst other things. This ship is extremely fun to fly, and the special effects that have gone into creating this ship are excellent. I would highly recommend this ship, and I have to say, she only just missed out on getting into my top 10 selection. Next up is the Dugath Temporal Heavy Dreadnought Battle Cruiser, and out of all the Temporal Heavy Dreadnoughts, this is my supreme favourite. She has a hull at level 65 of 69,750 with a hull modifier of 1.5 and a shield modifier of 1.2. Her turn rate is 5 and she is very slow. She has a bonus power of plus 5 all power levels, with 4 weapons to the front and 4 weapons to the rear. Her abilities include Energy Distributor Accelerator, Energy Distributor, a Gravitic Lance, Carrier Command, and she can launch Bastro frigates. I believe that's how it's pronounced. She has a cloak, molecular reconstruction, she has strategic maneuvering and weapons system efficiency. This ship is a big ship and she doesn't turn on a dime, but I absolutely adore how she looks, and if you want to make a statement in this game, then this is the ship for you. And next up we have the Kelvin Talaru Intel Carrier Warbird. This ship has a hull of 58,500 at level 65 with a hull modifier of 1.3 and a shield modifier of 1.25. Its turn rate is a little slow at 8.5 with an impulse speed of 0.18. As bonus power it has plus 10 to shield power and plus 10 to auxiliary power. Weapons, you will have 4 weapons to the front and 2 weapons to the rear. We have 4 tactical consoles, 3 engineering and 4 science with 2 hangar bays. The abilities include activate drill laser, active sensor arrays, Romulan battle cloak, Kelvin timeline scorpion fighters, carrier commands and singularity core abilities. Unfortunately, this ship is a very large ship and can attract quite a lot of fire. Therefore, it is strongly advisable to get the trait Invincible to go with this ship and you should be okay. And for those of you who are feeling nostalgic, the Ferengi Quark Marauder may be the ship for you. This ship has a hull at level 65 of 58,500 with a hull modifier of 1.3 and a shield modifier of 1.2 with a turn rate of 9. Bonus power includes plus 10 to weapons power, plus 10 to shield power, plus 5 engine power and plus 5 auxiliary power. This ship comes with 3 tactical consoles, 4 engineering and 4 science with 1 universal console. Its abilities include Silical Quantum Slipstream Drive, EMP Burst, Marauder Battle Mode, Swarm Missiles and Innovation Effects. Also you'll get weapon system efficiency, shield frequency modulation and strategic manoeuvring. And if you pick this ship, you'll find that you'll have access to the exchange, the bank and your own Dabo table. This next ship could be helpful to you if you want to have a go at PvP, and this is the Miradon Theta Heavy Raider. At level 65 you have a hull of 45,000 with a hull modifier of 1, shield modifier of 0.99 and a turn rate of 20. Impulse speed is 0.22. Bonus power is plus 15 weapons power and plus 5 to engine power. Weapons include 5 weapons to the front and 1 weapon to the rear. Consoles 5 tactical, 2 engineering and 4 science. The Miradon Raider abilities include the Miradon Sensor Baffler, pilot maneuvers with improved Raider flanking. So if you're wanting a ship that you would like to have a go at PvP with a plus 15 weapons power, then this may be the ship for you. And finally, if you're looking for a big ship with a big heart, then the Universe Temporal Heavy Dreadnought Cruiser is the ship for you. That's if you can fit it on your screen. This ship has a hull at level 65 of 69,750 with a hull modifier of 1.55, shield modifier of 1.22 and a turn rate of 5. She is very slow. It has an impulse of 0.13. It has plus 5 weapons power with weapons of 4 to the front and 4 to the rear. Consoles include 4 tactical, 4 engineering and 3 science. Abilities include the Energy Distributor Accelerator, Energy Distributor, the Gravitic Lance, and you could launch JeSter's frigates. You get carrier commands, molecular reconstructions with strategic maneuvering and weapon systems efficiency. As I've said, this ship is a very big ship with a very big heart, and if you can fit it on your screen and you want to make a statement, then this will certainly do that for you. And now, without further ado, it's time for me to bring you my top 10 Infinity Promo Lockbox ships. And in 10th place we have the Styx Terran Dreadnought Cruiser. At 65 she has a hull of 65,250 with a hull modifier of 1.45 and a shield modifier of 1.25. A turn rate is 7 with an impulse modifier of 0.16. Her bonus power includes plus 10 to weapons power, plus 5 shield power and plus 5 engine power. Her weapons are 4 to the front and 4 to the rear. Consoles include 4 tactical, 4 engineering and 3 science. Her abilities include the Magneto Hydrodynamic Fusion Expulsion, and that wasn't easy to say, weapon system efficiency, attract fire with Terran frigates, with carrier commands and inspiration abilities. The traits include at level 1 rapid repairs, level 2 enhanced hull plating, level 3 devastating weaponry, level 4 armoured hull, with the trait being vaulting ambition, which gives you a plus 175 critical severity versus foes below 20% health. In addition, rumour has it that this ship actually holds one of the highest DPS records in game. And at 9, and if I may say so, this is one of my favourite ships, the Kelvin Constitution Heavy Command Cruiser. At level 65, this ship has a hull of 65,250 with a hull modifier of 1.45 and a shield modifier of 1.1. A turn rate is 8 and an impulse modifier of 0.15 with an inertia rating of 40. Her bonus power is plus 5 to all power levels with weapons of 4 to the front and 4 to the rear. The consoles on this ship consists of 4 tactical, 4 engineering and 3 science, with the abilities being auxiliary warp core ejection, inspirational abilities, along with weapon system efficiency, shield frequency modulation, static manoeuvring and attract fire. Moving on to the traits, at level 1 you'll have absorbative hull plating, level 2 rapid repairs, level 3 enhanced hull plating, level 4 armoured hull, level 5 and the trait down but not out gives you a bonus which starts at 80% hull and reaches a maximum potential at 20% hull. Up to 20 all subsystems power maximum increase as hull percentage decreases. The Kelvin Constitution Heavy Command Cruiser comes equipped with the console Universal Auxiliary Ejection Assembly. This ability is part of the alternate timelight set, which also includes the console Universal Proton Charge Launcher and Universal Mining Drill Laser Emitter. I have to say, when it comes to this type of ship, that I am very biased, as I do like the Federation design and I do like this Kelvin design as well. This ship also features the original bridge, which was featured in Star Trek Into Darkness and Star Trek Beyond. I would highly recommend this ship. She's a wonderful tank and a wonderful all-round ship. And at 8 we have the Amory Smuggler's Heavy Escort, and this ship actually featured on Star Trek The Next Generation, which I believe was Unification. At level 65 this ship has a hull of 51,750. She has a hull modifier of 1.15, shield modifier of 1.35 and a turn rate of 15. Her impulse modifier is 0.2 with an inertia rating of 50. She has a bonus power of plus 15 to weapons power and plus 5 to engine power, with weapons of 5 to the front and 2 to the rear. Her consoles consists of 5 tactical, 2 engineering and 4 science. Her abilities include supplementary weaponry and a cloak that allows the ship to cloak when not in combat, granting stealth and a damage bonus upon decloaking. Her traits at level 1 is precise weapon systems, at 2 enhanced weapon banks, at 3 devastating weaponry and at 4 enhanced weapon systems. The trait at level 5 is reverberation. Dealing damage to any foe with a projectile weapon will grant you a reverberation charge at a maximum rate of 1 per second. Each reverberation charge grants a stacking of 10% chance to knock your opponent's shields offline for 5 seconds when using projectile weapons. On a successful deactivation, all charges are consumed and you are locked out of building up charges for several seconds. And at number 7 we have the Dalkina Command Strikewing Warbird, and this ship actually featured in the last few episodes of Picard. At 65 this ship has a hull of 56,250 with a hull modifier of 1.25 and a shield modifier of 1. She has a turn rate of 15 and an impulse modifier of 0.20 with an inertia rating of 65. She has bonus power of plus 10 to weapons power, plus 5 to engine power and plus 5 auxiliary power, with 5 weapons to the front and 2 weapons to the rear. Her consoles consist of 5 tactical, 4 engineering and 2 science. Her abilities include bombing run, Romulan battle cloak, inspirational abilities. She's able to launch snakehead fighter squadrons. She has carrier commands and singularity core abilities. The traits at level 1 precise weapon systems, at 2 enhanced singularity circuitry, level 3 enhanced weapon systems, level 4 devastating weaponry and the trait at level 5 commanded singularities. While this trait is slotted, activating any command or singularity ability will summon a micro singularity at your current target for several seconds, dealing kinetic damage and pulling foes inwards. If you do not have a foe targeted, it will instead appear 5 km in front of you. This can only occur once per several seconds. Moving on now to number 6 in my list, and we have the Vaudois Miracle Worker Juggernaut. This is a monster of a ship, and at level 65 she has a hull of 69,750 with a hull modifier of 1.55, shield modifier of 1.25 and a turn rate of 6, with an impulse modifier of 0.16 and inertia rating of 20. This ship has a bonus power of plus 20 to weapons power, plus 5 shield power and plus 5 engine power. She carries consoles of 5 tactical, 4 engineering, 2 science and 1 universal. Her abilities include supercharged SIF conduits, innovation effects and juggernaut array. Her masteries at level 1 is devastating weaponry, level 2 enhanced weapon banks, at level 3 rapid repairs, at level 4 enhanced weapon systems and at level 5 weapon emitter overdrive. When using a beam or cannon bridge officer ability for 20 seconds, this trait increases weapon power drained by weapons by 50%, with a plus 10% critical chance to directed energy weapons with a plus 50 accuracy rating. And at number 5, I would like to bring you another one of my personal favourites, and this is the Mirror Constitution warship. This ship at level 65 has a hull of 58,500 with a hull modifier of 1.3 and a shield modifier of 0.95, has a turn rate of 13.5 and an impulse modifier of 0.18. Bonus power include plus 10 weapons power, plus 5 shield power and plus 5 engine power. This ship has weapons of 5 to the front and 3 to the rear. The consoles consists of 5 tactical, 4 engineering and 2 science, with her abilities being create interphasic rift. Her masteries include level 1 precise weapon systems, at level 2 enhanced weapon banks, at level 3 devastating weaponry, at level 4 enhanced weapon systems and at level 5 the trait is Terror and Goodbye. Whenever you defeat a foe you will gain a temporary boost to critical hit chance and an accuracy rating that lasts for several seconds and stacks up to 3 times. And at number 4 we have another one of my personal favourites, the Atlas Prototype Dreadnought Cruiser. This ship at level 65 has a hull of 65,700 with a hull modifier of 1.46 with a shield modifier of 1.15 and a turn rate of 8. She has an impulse modifier of 0.15 and her bonus power is plus 5 all power levels. This ship has weapons of 5 to the front and 3 to the rear. Her consoles consist of 4 tactical, 5 engineering and 2 science. Her abilities include the Dynamic Power Redistributor module, which is considered to be one of the best consoles in the game. This ship can launch Class F shuttles as carrier commands and has weapon systems efficiency with attract fire. Her masteries at level 1 are rapid repairs, level 2 enhanced hull plating, level 3 devastating weaponry, level 4 armoured hull and level 5 SIF shunt. While this trait is slotted, activating any hull healing while at full hull strength will provide a boost to all power levels for a short time. This effect stacks up to 3 times. This ship is a brilliant ship and she's a fine all-rounder. She can be a tank, she can be DPS, she can be anything that you want to be. In the early days I flew this ship for quite a long time and I really did enjoy using her. She was a perfect ship for what I needed her for, and still today I still fly her whenever I can and I would highly recommend her. And at 3 we have the Kelvin D4X Pilot Bird of Prey, and this ship actually featured in Star Trek Into Darkness. This ship at level 65 has a hull of 39,600, which yes is slightly disappointing, but she is a pilot bird of prey. She had a hull modifier of 0.88, shield modifier of 0.95, but a turn rate of 22. She has an impulse modifier of 0.24 and she has bonus power of plus 15 weapons power and plus 5 engine power. She has weapons of 5 to the front and 1 to the rear. Her consoles consist of 5 tactical, 3 engineering and 3 science. Her abilities include launch proton charges, she has a battle cloak, pilot maneuvers and radar flanking. Her masteries at level 1 is precise weapon systems, at level 2 tactical maneuvering, level 3 enhanced weapon systems, at level 4 enhanced weapon banks, and at 5 the trait is standoff, which gives a plus 15 bonus damage to weapons when attacking foes forward 90-degree arc. Bonus reduced to 5% versus players. Once per 10 seconds apply weapons offline for 2 seconds when attracting a foe's forward 90-degree arc. While this ship is extremely fun to fly, she is limited due to her very low hull, and therefore I haven't used her much in PvP. However, she does have pilot maneuvers and radar flanking, and if you can get behind your opponent, well, they won't last long. And at 2, another one of my personal favourites, we have the Freedom Exploration Frigate, which featured in Star Trek Beyond. This ship at level 65 has a hull of 58,500 with a hull modifier of 1.3 and a shield modifier of 0.95 and a turn rate of 14. She has an impulse modifier of 0.2 and an inertia rating of 50. This ship has a bonus power of plus 15 weapons power and plus 5 engine power. She has 5 weapons to the front and 3 weapons to the rear. Her consoles include 5 tactical, 4 engineering and 2 science. Her abilities include VHS disruptive transmission, weapon system efficiency, strategic maneuvering and radar flanking. Her traits at level 1 enhanced hull plating, at level 2 enhanced weapon banks, at level 3 rapid repairs, at level 4 precise weapon systems. The trait at level 5 is smooth landing, although you won't be landing this ship. Activating evasive maneuvers will apply brace for impact 1 to you, and activating brace for impact will apply evasive maneuvers to you. Now if you're thinking of entering the PvP arena, I have to say this ship would be the perfect ship for you. And finally, at number 1 we have my all-time favourite ship, which when it actually came out caused quite a stir in the Star Trek Online universe, and this is the Miracle Worker Flight Deck Carrier. This ship featured in Star Trek Discovery under the command of Captain Pike. This ship at level 65 has a hull of 63,000, has a hull modifier of 1.4 and a shield modifier of 1.25 and a turn rate of 9, has an impulse modifier of 0.18 and a bonus power of plus 10 to weapons power, plus 5 shield power, plus 5 engine power and plus 10 auxiliary power. This ship has weapons of 5 to the front and 3 to the rear. Her consoles consist of 3 tactical, 5 engineering, 3 science and 1 universal. Her abilities include reinforcing squadrons, and she's able to launch tactical flyer squadrons, innovation effects and carrier commands, shield frequency modulation and attract fire. Her masteries include at level 1 absorbative hull plating, at level 2 rapid repairs, at level 3 quick deployment and at level 4 enhanced hull plating. And at level 5 we have polarised, latticed, optimised titanium armour, and that wasn't easy to say. This is a hull and resistance buff after significant damage. So when taking more than 20% of your maximum health in 5 seconds, you gain polarised, lattice optimised titanium armour for 15 seconds. And this makes you immune to transported warheads and heals hull over duration with a plus 250 all damage resistance rating. This removes hazard debuffs and damage over time each second. The Constitution Miracle Worker Flight Deck Carrier comes equipped with 2 sets of tactical flyer squadrons, which can be updated at your fleet base. And unlike normal fighter pets, each fighter launched is actually a squadron of 6 tactical flyers. As each hangar bay can deploy 6 squadrons, each hangar bay is ultimately responsible for up to 36 tactical flyers. These fighters come equipped with several micro phaser beam arrays and emergency power to weapons, and they can be equipped on any starship. This is my all-time favourite Star Trek Online ship, and controversy aside, when she first came out, I have had hours of fun flying her all around the Star Trek universe. Well, I hope you've enjoyed my review of Star Trek Online's top 10 promo Infinity Lockbox ships. And just before we sign off for the day, I thought it would be a good idea just to mention 4 more ships which I don't actually own, but they do deserve a noticeable mention. And these are as follows. Section 31 Command Heavy Battle Cruiser, which featured in Star Trek Discovery. The La Sirena Heavy Raider, which also featured in Star Trek Picard. And the Inquirer class battle cruiser, which also featured in Star Trek Picard. And finally, we have the Zenkathi Zentard Dreadnought Carrier. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this review, and don't forget to catch further reviews. Hit that subscribe button for me, and yes, give us a like and a thumbs up, because that really does make our day. Well, without further ado, I'll leave you to the rest of your day, and I hope to catch you next time. So, from me, this is JeSter, signing off.